Hey guys, this is Knox from youcandesign.net. Today I'm going to be showing you how to add realistic looking rain into any image that you want. So what we're going to want to do first off is to get an image like mine, the image that you want to add rain to. And second step, which is pretty simple, so we're just going to make new layers on transparency, and we're going to brush in black to make our atmosphere look a little darker and more suitable for rain. So I'm going to use a large brush or something like that, and I'm going to end up Gaussian blurring it by high percentage, high amount of pixels, something like that. Set it to overlay, and I'm going to repeat this step a couple times, mess around with the settings, and we'll see what I get. So as you can tell, the whole purpose is to just make the atmosphere look a little bit darker, a little more suitable for rain. I'm going for a more nighttime, midday rain look. You can skip this step if you want it to be daytime. You can add sun, but usually it doesn't rain in the daytime. It's standard that it's night, kind of gloomy when it's raining. So I think I'm done. I'm going to do a color fill on lighten 40% just to kind of get this blue in here, and I'm going to just do a little bit more darkening. I'm unhiding these layers I did earlier. This is kind of how I like it. You can make yours a little darker, gloomier. Play around if you want. So now we're going to do our rain. So I'm doing a 400 by 200-ish canvas. What you want to do is make a new image at least twice the size of your original canvas. So I'm going to do 1,000 by 1,000. You should do 1,000 by 1,000 if you're doing like a 500 by 500 image. I'll explain the reason for this in a little bit, but make sure it's at least twice as big as your original canvas for your image that you want to add the rain into. So my default is transparency, so I'm going to fill it with black real quick. And we're going to go to filter, noise, and add noise with these settings. I don't suggest playing around with these settings. You can if you want to, but these are the best settings. So the next thing we're going to do is go to filter, stylize, and wind with these settings. And definitely don't mess with these. They're this way for a reason. This looks a little like rain, but what we're going to do is hit Controller Command F and run that filter again. Make it look like thin it out a little bit. And then we're going to hit Controller Command A to select all and Controller Command C to copy it and paste it into our image. So here's the first step is Controller Command I and invert your colors. And now we're going to rotate our rain with Controller Command T to transform and rotate. So the reason we did such a large canvas is because we don't want it to rotate out of our image. If your rain is vertical, then you might not want to rotate. This is horizontal actually, but you might want to rotate 90 degrees if it's vertical. I'm going to rotate about 41 degrees. And you're going to set this layer, soft light, at about 10%. So you could start seeing a little bit of the dots in the rain. What I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this layer and set it, motion blur it. This is a tricky part. You want to match it up with the angle. So I did 41 before. So I'm going to do angle -41. And then you want to do your distance a lot lower. So I'm going to do, you can do anywhere from 15 to 40. I'm going to do 29. Do a little bit harsher rain. And I'm going to up the opacity on this to about 40%. And as you can see, my angle actually came out a little bit wrong, but that's okay. It's perfectly okay. And we're going to duplicate this layer and move it so we get a little bit more of that back and forth rain effect. And that's pretty simple, how to add rain to any image, make it look pretty realistic. Thanks. This was Knox from youcandesign.net. You can visit our website for more tutorials like this.